Hey guys, welcome to our channel. Um, so we had one of our viewers ask us to try to do Star Wars, to try to decode Star Wars, and I was leery on it. Look, um, we're gonna do it, and I've started, but you're gonna have a ton of missing information that I wouldn't have in the songs. All right, first of all, we already know Luke turned to no. That's in the script. Those are words in the script, like lyrics in the song. Sure. What we don't know is, did any other words in the script change? Did they? Just because it hasn't been reported, as I found, doesn't mean it's not a thing. Up until I reported it, nobody had reported the Big Lebowski, saying the carpet pissers did something instead of the rug pissers. So the fact that there's only Luke and no that's reported does not necessarily mean that's the only change in the song or in the movie. All right, much like Forrest Gump, I don't know if that's the only thing that changed in Forrest Gump either. The is and was, you know what I'm saying? But let's suppose that Luke and no were the only changes. All right, so we've got Luke equals no, and I brought down Luke and no because nothing cancels out. Darth Vader's eyes went from black to red. I have no way to calculate that. I have no way to extract any letters. It's not lines in the movie. The colors don't equate to a number. Again, and Darth Vader's nose turned silver from black, and I have no way to. Those are colors. I don't. For all intents and purposes, it's the color of his nose. Um, I can't really do much with the colors, guys. And there's another change we can't that's in there, but it's going to be missing information. Okay, just getting that out there. And Chewbacca no longer gets a medal. He walks behind Luke and or was it Luke and Hans instead of walking with them. And he used to bend way down to get that medal from Princess Leia, where she put it over his neck after he had to stoop way down, and then he stood up and but now that doesn't happen anymore. He never got a medal. He walked behind everybody and kind of stood back and turned around and went so we can't medals. I don't know what to do with that. C3PO's leg changed from gold to silver. Oh, there's something I can do something with, maybe, because I've been thinking that possibly elements on the periodic table of elements were key, right? Somehow, some way. Gold changed to silver. It's not in the script, but I took the literal elements of gold and silver, guys, and I took their number on the periodic table. Gold is 79, silver is 47. All right, and I'll provide the links. So I took gold and silver and turned it into 79 and 47. Then I crossed off the sevens because they're the same, and I took 9 and 4. Then I went to that chart that gave me the numerology chart that we've been using. I went to this chart here, and I went to 9, which is IR, and 4, because that's what you got left, right? 79 and 47, you cross the sevens off, and you're left with 9, 4. 9 is IR on this chart, and 4 is DMV. So now we're missing a ton of information, but we'll do the best we can. We've got Luke no IR DMV. And of course, I got the IR DMV from the atomic numbers of gold and silver with the 7s crossed off. So that's what you got. All right. Now again, there's missing information. There could be other line changes. I don't know. But we're going to go with this and see what we can get. We're probably not going to get a quantum computer user, all right? But we'll see if it fits the pattern. And we're going to have to do this in a few parts. So first you got LU, LUKENOIR-DMV. That's what you got, all right? I think that's what you got. So LU ends up being Lucient Technologies on the New York Stock Exchange. KE ends up being Kimball Electronics Incorporated on the NASDAQ. NOI ends up being National Oil Well Varco Incorporated on Bloomberg. RDM ends up being Reno Demisi SPA on BME. It's a market. And V by itself, as we got before, was Visa on the New York Stock Exchange. And M by itself is Macy's on the New York Stock Exchange. Now, those could always be coincidences. But we just ran it all the way through forwards. Coming back, you got VM, which ends up being Voyagion Minerals Ltd. on CUE. It's an exchange. It's a market, guys. DRI ends up being Darden Restaurants Incorporated on the New York Stock Exchange. ONE ends up being One Smart International EDUNGR Ltd-ADR on the New York Stock Exchange. And we're coming backwards, by the way, guys. We started coming backwards at VM, Voyager Minerals, or Voyagion Minerals. So you got to 1, and now you are at KUL, which ends up being Kulenbacher Brachkiri AG on Market Watch. It's a German company in Munich, Germany, I believe. And that gets you through going forwards and backwards in the stock market. Now, I've already started to... I took one stab at the first thing to see if it went through in genetics. And it seems like it's going to, but we're going to let this one go at that. Because it's going to be a whole other thing to do genetics, and a whole other thing to do chemicals, and a whole other thing to do translations. So there's no point in making a 40-minute video out of it. So we're going to let this video go at that. Star Wars so far fits the pattern of going through forwards and backwards in the stock market. And we will try it. Like I said, we'll try to make it. We'll see if it goes forwards and backwards in genetics. And we'll see if it goes forwards and backwards in chemicals. And we'll see what we get out of translations. We'll even see if we can find a quantum computer user, but I'm not sure we'll be able to. And we haven't been, we've found 3 so far, potential quantum computer users out of all the songs we've decoded. And I've got a list of those as well. I meant to show it on my last video, but and that is yeah. So there's our 3 so far that we've got out of those songs. Perry Stone Ministries, Willa Thorson, Miami University, and Coleman Shemmy. But Look, guys, we're not. I don't know. Like I said, we're missing probably a ton of information. I don't know what to do with the colors. Um, the silver and gold was a long shot. Uh, Even if I watched the movie, would I recognize certain change lines? Yes. Would I recognize all of them? In Star Wars, no. I would the Big Lebowski, but not Star Wars. So we're working with what we have, and so far what we have is forwards and backwards in the stock market. So that's going to be it for this one, guys, and we'll see how the rest of it plays out. Again, we can't put a variance percentage to this either. Yeah, there's not much we can do with it except see if it decodes forwards and backwards in these categories. And if it does, we can probably safely call it quantum computer usage that changed it, at least these parts. So that's going to be it for now, guys. Thanks for all your thumbs up, thumbs down. Thanks for all your comments, leads, feedback, subscriptions. And thanks a lot for watching, guys. And for now, you guys have a great rest of your night.